All right, there, YouTube. We got us a 52-foot long steel girder sitting on. It's a weird configuration, but we got it sitting on wood. 35,000 pounds. I'm 15 feet tall, so I will need a pole car. Trying to get under 14.6, but we didn't. But what we got going on. Later. Well, excuse me. Good afternoon there, YouTube. It is Wednesday, the 19th of January. I am in Pensacola, Florida. Yesterday I showed you my load coming from Palatka, Florida. Well, what we picked up, it's a steel beam. As you all can tell at the bottom there of that load, I had to sit, not just me, but me and another guy, we sat it on some wood. We had to build up some braces 20 inches tall. Okay. In two spots, and then on the rear deck we had to put just a little board, just enough to keep it off the trailer. But what is he doing? Okay. Anyway, but we made it to the job. So I was on a 6-hour run. From there, I got another one to do, another set to do. Me and one of my guys I work with. And there's another guy in front of us. He has a larger beam. It's the same height, 11.3, but it's probably twice as long. It's about 100 foot long. Ours is only 52 feet long. That's why I'm on this stretch little boy, and he's on a stretch step deck. This job is better suited for a stretch step deck because you don't have to build up like I did. Our height on these are 40 inches. From the ground to the bottom of the load, so we had to build up on the in-between part of my deck. We had to build up 20 inches because I'm 20 inches off the ground, but I also had to build up another 20 inches so the rear of that load and the front of my load stays level and flat. Still, our load is only 14.5, but our securement made us about 15 feet tall. So we had, once we were over 14.6, we had to get what they call high pole cars, which is just a guy with a pole that measures the height that we're going down the road, make sure we don't hit any bridges or lights or trees or anything like that. So, excuse me, I'm still fighting that flu shot, I tell you. It's been a little bit over 2 weeks now, and I'm still fighting it. I got it on the 10th, here it is the 19th. Was that the 10th? Yeah, it is the 19th. I'm still fighting that thing. 9 days later. But anyway, other than that, we're sitting here. We can't get unloaded until around 3 o'clock. Like I said, it's just midday here, 12 o'clock. We weren't supposed to leave till this morning, come to find out, but we didn't know. We were just told to get it here. Like I said, I got nothing to do. We're supposed to be there back in the morning loading, and we'll probably load tomorrow and leave Friday. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Other than that, it's been going pretty good. I'm trying to think. The last time I really talked to you guys, I just went doing some local runs. I think I don't know when the last time I talked to you. Been a minute. Means I'm a bad host, bad YouTuber, bad vlogger, all that. But it's going all right. I was on Saturday the 15th, trying to beat that storm. I was in Talmadge, Ohio that Friday afternoon. I left, then I made it down to just almost to the Virginia line in West Virginia on 77, and I stopped, and because I'm just tired, it was late. Not late for me. It was like 8, 9. No, actually, you know what? It was 7 o'clock. and I was just fighting this cold. I just didn't feel like doing it anymore at night. Beautiful night. It was a good night for trucking through the mountains up there, but I just wasn't feeling it physically, so I shut it down. I was gonna get up in 2 hours and make some more time, which I should have done. I should have drove another 2 hours, but I didn't. I shut it down for 10 hours and got on the road at 5 that morning. And now, like I said, I was just north. I was north of Fancy Gap, so I hadn't made it to Virginia. So anyway, but I booked it Saturday. I stopped somewhere in South Carolina, and I had to do a safety class, 2-hour safety class. Then I booked it from there. I made it from south of West Virginia, south on 77 in West Virginia, all the way down to Orlando. I went over my hours about an hour, just trying to make sure I got out of that storm. I didn't want to be in Georgia, definitely want to be in South Carolina, and I was on the East Coast on 95. I just, I wanted to get down and around, because my plan was to go home. I was going to drop the load in Orlando, head home, but I was just so tired. I got me a hotel in Orlando, and there was a tornado warning in Orlando, and it was a nasty Sunday morning in Orlando. Those winds were whipping. I'm glad I was in the hotel, honestly. But like I said, I ran into some traffic. I knew I was gonna go over my hours, and I don't do that often, so you're given some leeway with that. And got in that traffic behind that accident, whatever, and I called and explained what I was trying to do. Hey, just get to a safe place. 774 miles, and got a ticket though in Florida, and I had a spread axle trailer, and I left it spread, and the spread is the distance between the two axles. On my trailer is 4.5 feet, 4.5 feet, 4.5 feet, and then from my steer axle to my front drive is like 18. But anyway, on my trailer, but that's all permanent. I can't move that stuff. On my trailer, I had a 10-foot spread, 10-foot 2-inch spread. And in Florida, because we used to run blanket permits all the time, I was always covered. And you have what they call a kingpin permit. And you have to be 41 feet or less from your kingpin to your rear axle if you're not over your axle weight. You can use that spread to kind of get your axle weight under 80,000 or under whatever you need for it to be, gross wise. And I wasn't thinking. I left my spread wide open. It looks better. But I can move my rear axle 10 feet if I need to. I think I have it's like 2 feet per notch back there, I think. Anyway, I was supposed to have it closed in because I only had like 5,000 pounds worth of weight on there. So there was no need for me to have that spread open. And got into that scale in Florida. And Florida don't play. They have all the latest everything. So if you're literally 1 inch over height, over 14.6, you better, they gonna put you in. And lo and behold, well, they have all the measurements on paper. They let you know, and then they still do a physical measurement. And I was over that 41-foot mark. Damn, $100 ticket. Now it has the company name on there and all that kind of stuff, but I still got to pay it. And it wasn't but $100. But the simple fact remains is, I know better. I knew better. But I was lax because normally. Here lately, I have been in Florida pulling freight anyway. But normally, I don't worry about it because I have a permit. Well, that permit's expired, and they're not renewing those kingpin permits. They're not renewing the blanket permit I had for that configuration. So yeah, I got caught up. And that's another thing that set me back 30 minutes. Between the accident and that was an hour and a half of time I wasn't driving. So yeah, I had an event for Saturday afternoon. I was pissing myself about it. I turned it in, and they gave me a little crap about it because that's something I don't get tickets. not that I'm immune to them. I just try to think about what ifs, and I just got caught slacking because I was trying to get out of that storm, and I was focused. I mean, I was tunnel vision. But lesson learned. I just know if I don't need the spread, whether no matter how it looks, because I do like the spread actually look, you know. But if I don't need it, I don't need it. If I had a 48-foot trailer, I would have been fine, and it was fixed, I would have been fine. But because I had a 53-foot trailer, I had to move that axle forward. But it's all good. It's all good. And with a spread trailer, instead of, you can put 40,000 pounds on that trailer. Now you still got to be under 34 and 12 on the front, but I can put 40,000 pounds on that trailer versus just 34 on those axles versus just 34,000 if they were closed in. If they close together, you're going to put 34,000. I forget what the numbers are in between, but if it's at 10 feet, you can put 20,000, so it equals up to 40,000 on those axles on that trailer. And it spreads out over the trailer, of course, but yeah, it's just something I knew better about. But I'm trying to make sure I come back to you all this evening to close out this video. Right now, we're at 411 miles for today. Is that many miles a day? No, we didn't do that many miles a day. No, I know we didn't. I just forgot to change the thing over. We did...
You have 4 hours and 3 minutes of remaining drive time.
We did 259 miles today, which means we did about 150 yesterday. Yeah, somewhere in there. But other than that, would it tell me how many miles I did yesterday? Yeah, we did 150 miles yesterday. So yesterday we only drove for about
and 300,000 pounds with the counterweight on this girl. This is a huge freaking crane. Sorry about earlier, my phone got hot. There she goes. Little short steel beam. What you doing at 8 o'clock on a Wednesday night? I'm in Pensacola, Florida. The company I used to work for, Material, did that bridge there. All right, good people. Later.
Well, good evening, good morning, really. It is 3:30 in the morning on January the 20th. I put in there, I think you just saw where we were unloading those beams over in Pensacola. We didn't get loaded or unloaded till around 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. Well, actually 7 o'clock local time, and we still had about 6.5, 7 hours of drive time. We had 6.5 hours of drive time that we had left that we could drive for today. So me and the other driver decided we would just come on back. It was a 5.5, 6 hour ride back to Veritas because we got to do another set going out there for Friday. We decided to come on back here and get shut down 3:30 or so like we are, and get 6-7 hours of sleep, load in the morning, and then go get us a hotel, leave out Friday morning at 7 o'clock, be back over in Pensacola around 1-2 o'clock local time. Going back is a little bit longer because they'll take a different route going out there. But we made it. Let's see here. Sorry about that. We did 642 miles today. Yeah, 642 miles. Roughly 11 hours and 39 minutes of driving between yesterday the 19th and right now the 20th. So not bad. Just it's a long day. You know, we had to wait almost 6 hours to get unloaded. We got there around 1 o'clock, I think, and we didn't start getting unloaded. Yep, 6 hours. So our clock stopped, and we had the hours to make it back. So we decided to go ahead and try to make it on back as best we could, which we did. And like I said, we're gonna do another run out there in the morning. We're gonna get loaded here in the morning, like I said, around 10, 11 o'clock, shut it down for the rest of the day, go get some more rest, and then hit it hard Friday morning. And just run 6.5, 7 hours straight back over there. But not a bad run, just had to wait because it was MLK Day Monday. The people here didn't load, or they didn't come in, but they also didn't tell the consignee that they didn't load us. So they were expecting us to be there Tuesday and to unload us Tuesday afternoon. And we hadn't even got loaded until Tuesday afternoon. We didn't leave here until Tuesday afternoon, 3:30, 4 o'clock. Which, you know, there was no way we were going to make that because we had curfew. We had to be off the road by 6:30 because of our curfew, sunset. So, you know, there's no way to do it. We got up. We were told not to be there till 2 o'clock. And I forgot it's Central Time over there. So we actually got there, like I said, at 1 o'clock. Had to wait till 7 because they had other things they had to do. The project, that crane that was lifting out there, the one that's, man, that was an old crane. But it is a powerful crane. And but it's a smaller crane. They got cranes 3 times the size of that thing out there on the water. I was just in awe of that thing. And it's a dinosaur, but that dinosaur making money. It is making money. And it's a small world because I met a guy out there who lived around the corner from me in a subdivision apartment complex called East Lake Meadows. Did he say East Lake Meadows? That is that. But anyway, yeah, because that's Eastwick on County Road. You know what? He was talking about the one I was thinking about, East Lake Meadows. Anyway, but we, you know, just, he's 51, I'm 50, so he's about a year or so older than me, but it was East Lake Meadows. That's exactly what it was, not Eastwick. I kept trying to figure that name. Anyway, just small world, whatever. We, you know, talking about injuries he had, didn't have knee replacement. I've had 2 Achilles surgeries. You know, I messed with him because he was learning how to walk again, and I had to learn how to walk again. I had to trust my body. Granted, I was 10 years younger than when he did it, if not younger than that. I did one of them. I think I did both in my 30s. You know, they were both in my 40s. But anyway, I know they were 3 years apart. But anyway, good people, I'm gonna get laid down here because I got a long day ahead of me tomorrow, I think. Anyway, y'all be good to one another. Keep your head up. Understand life is short. Take care of yourself. Always have a smile on your face. You never know who's watching you. You never know who's watching you. She put out.